It's Rob, Yoga Dad, and this is just a short session that I do pretty much every day to get me set for the day, and more importantly, helping me get ready for my boys who are about to wake up and get them out the door for their school run. Hope you really enjoy the session and see you at the end. Okay, so we're going to start with our feet hip distance apart. We're going to interlock our fingers and bring them around the back of the head. And we're going to gently tilt the head back, lifting the gaze up towards the ceiling, opening the elbows out towards either side of the room. Then we're going to bring our elbows in towards one another, chin to chest, and taking our head down towards the floor. Lifting back up again, so open the elbows up, and then towards the centre again, chin to chest. And we do a few more of these. Almost imagining that each time we separate the elbows away, we're kind of opening a book, learning a little bit more about our bodies. And as we bring our elbows in towards the centre, we're just being curious about how that feels in the body. Maybe across the chest, tops of the shoulders, back of the neck. As we open things up and bring things in towards the centre. One more of these because it feels so good. And then back to the centre again. Now we're going to keep our fingers interlocked behind the head, and we're just going to take our feet that little bit wider than the hips. So toes pretty much pointing towards either side of the room as well. Heels in towards one another. Nice soft bend in the knees. We're going to bring our elbows in towards the centre. We're going to slowly lower our elbows down towards the knees, bum to the floor. Now don't worry if you can't get all the way down towards the knees with the elbows. Just go as close as you can. And then slowly pressing down through the feet again, lifting back up into a standing position. Looking up towards the ceiling, elbows away, and then back towards the centre again. Down towards the floor, doing this a few more times. So taking ourselves into a chair position without having a chair. Feels like warming sensation across the front of the legs. You lower yourself down, driving down through the heels, lifting back up into standing. One more of these. Oof. And then back to a standing position. Taking the hands around from the back of the head. Now we're going to do some movements here where we're bringing one elbow across to the opposite knee, okay? So feel a stretch along the back of the leg here on either side. Can be a bit of a challenge for balance and coordination, so just be careful about what's around you. So we're going to start by bringing elbow across to the knee on one side and then the other. Now just go as slowly or as quickly as feels good to you. Bringing that elbow across, tapping it onto the knee, just like we did in that chair position a moment ago. Already I'm starting to feel a bit out of breath. Body temperature increasing, all good, just to give me energy in the day. One more on either side, and then back down. Right, we're going to now do a standing stretch. So you can either take your hands onto your hips, or if like me, you've got breakfast bar work surface to use, maybe use that as a bit of extra support. We're going to step one foot out to the side, reaching the opposite arm up and overhead, and then we're going to reach across in the same direction as that extended leg. Bring it back to the centre. I'm going to use the breakfast bar on the opposite side, lifting the arm up, and as we exhale, reach across into that opposite direction. Do that a few more times. And again, just go as quickly or slowly as feels good to you. Really feel into that length. You're creating all the way from the top fingers down towards the foot on the same side. This feels so nice. One more on either side. It's great to be able to use props like furniture, whatever you've got around you, just to help deepen into the stretch. We'll do one more actually. Cheeky other one. Cheeky final one before we finish. Try my best not to clunk onto the ceiling. Right, and back to the centre again. So this time, I'm just going to turn myself sideways on. We're going to do a standing twist. We're going to take our arms out in front, thumbs up towards the ceiling, hands together, and we're going to slide one hand along the inside of the arm across the chest and out behind us, okay? Option to look in the same direction as the chest or over that back shoulder, and then we're slowly going to bring the fingers in towards the palm, palm in towards the wrist, wrist in towards the elbow, hands back in towards the chest again, and then back round. So we're going to slide it all the way back out again. Hands meeting back in the middle. We'll do 2 more of those. Sliding the fingers all the way along the body, reaching the arm behind again. Fingers in towards the palm, palm towards wrist, wrist towards elbow. Bending the elbow back in, sliding the hand back along, meet in the middle. 1 more time on this side. Oof. And just go as slowly or as quickly as feels good to you. Really feeling into those different movements that we're making all along the arm, deepening into the twist, and then hands back together. I'm going to do the same on the opposite side, so I'll just turn myself around. So again, hands out in front, shoulder distance apart, thumbs up towards the ceiling, hands together. Slowly start sliding, hand across the body, all the way out behind you, looking in the same direction as the chest, or over that back shoulder. Fingers back to palm, palm to wrist, wrist to elbow. Bringing the arm back across the body, sliding the fingers along, meeting in the middle. 2 more of those. Out behind. I often find I start trying to rush it without meaning to. It's so easy to kind of get ahead of yourself once you learn the movement. We'll do 1 more actually on this side. So slide those fingers out again. Reaching the arm behind, extending out, front and back. Fingers back to palm, palm to wrist, wrist to elbow, hand back across the body. Sliding the hands along, meeting in the middle. Super stuff. Now, final thing we're going to do here is combining the 2, okay? So we're going to take the standing stretch that we did, and then we're going to incorporate the twist as well. You ready? Right, so we're going to start extending out on one side, so lengthening along the side body. Again, using the prop if you've got it, that extra work surface, otherwise hands to hips. Back to the centre again. We're going to take the arms out in front, palms together, sliding the hand along the body, reaching the arm behind you, extending out front and back. Fingers back to palm, palm to wrist, wrist to elbow. Sliding the hand back along, meeting in the middle. Hands back alongside the body. Do the same on the opposite side. So stretching things out. Opposite side, lifting that upper arm up and overhead, reaching across. Back to the centre again. Arms out in front, palms together. Sliding the hand along, across, behind you. Palms, fingers to palms, palms to wrist, wrist to elbow. Hand back across the body, meeting in the middle. We do 1 more of those on either side. Extending out, up and overhead. Really feel into that length now, creating along the side body on one side. Palms out in front, palms together. Sliding the hand back along across the chest, out behind you. Fingers to palm, palm to wrist, wrist to elbow. Bringing the hand back across. Palms meet in the middle, hands down by the side. Opposite side 1 final time. Stretching things out along the side body. And then back down, hands to hips. Hands out in front, palms together. Sliding the palm along the body, across the chest, out behind you. Really feeling into that space that you've now created through the side stretch and the standing twist. And 1 final time, hand all the way back along across the body, meeting in the middle. And there we go, perfect stuff, bringing the hands back into the centre. Hope you've really enjoyed that session, hope it really gets you set up for the day. And yeah, look out for more videos very soon on Yoga Dad's YouTube page, or check me out on yogadad.co.uk. Have an awesome day. Namaste.